This Odoo training video is prepared by Unicom ERP division of Repeater Technology and Communications Company, an Odoo partner. If you need any Odoo support, please contact us. The Odoo ERP package here we are going to discuss is a customized solution for Saudi Arabia. A credit note is a document issued by a vendor to a customer to notify them that they have been credited with a certain amount. For example, if a customer return a product, as you see, it is the reverse entry of a customer invoice. When we issue a credit note, we decrease the revenue. It has to be booked on the debit side of the income account. We also decrease the amount of debts the customer owes us. So we credit the receivable account. Issuing a credit note is the only legal way to cancel, refund or modify a validated invoice. Now let's see how to create a credit note. For that you need to go in the accounting application. The first thing you need to consider is if you want a different sequence for your credit notes or not. To do that, you need to go in the sales journals configuration. And you see here, you have a feature to indicate a dedicated credit note sequence. If you take this, indeed you will have a different shortcode for your credit notes than for your invoice. Let's see when we do a refund, how it works. So I'm gonna go in my invoices, and I'm going to refund a whole customer invoice. To do that, you just need to click on the Add Credit Note button. And you have different choices there, so here what I'm going to choose is the full refund option. Meaning that, you see in the description the credit note will be auto-validated and reconciled with the original invoice. You can decide to add a reason to change the refund date if you want. And then once you're done you just reverse what Other does here is it creates a credit note with, as you can see here, dedicated sequence. It is automatically posted and reconciled with the original invoice. That's why the credit note appears as paid and the amount due of course is down to 0. If we check out the payment information you can see the reconciled journal entry is not payment but the original invoice indeed. As we said before, the journal items from a credit note is the complete reverse of an invoice. So we have the receivable amount on the credit side and the income account on the debit side. So completely the contrary of our original invoice. If we go back to our invoice, in the first place you see it is indicated as reversed and the amount due is also down to 0 since they are reconciled with each other of course. Let's see what it does when we do a partial refund instead. So we're gonna go in our invoices again and check out another invoice that we have here. So the same thing, I'm gonna add a credit note and instead of choosing the full refund I'm going to do the partial. Which means that my credit note is created in draft and not posted and you can edit it before issuing it. So I'm going to reverse again. So here you see I have a draft credit note. And I'm going to take out an item from the list because I want to credit only one item here. So I'm going to confirm. So it will be posted and will have its own sequence. And you can see here that I have outstanding debits for this customer because the original invoice is still unpaid. And I can decide to allocate them to mark this credit note paid. So at the bottom of the page you have the outstanding debits and you have our invoice here. I'm going to add it, it's going to automatically reconcile with the credit note. That now appears as paid. But if we go back to the original invoice, it is not indicated as reversed. But only partially paid because we still have a part of the invoice to of course pay. Thank you for watching this video.